Okay, in this first problem here, we are given some x values and we want to find the outputs or the y values. So when it asks for f of -4, all you're going to be doing is plugging in -4 for x into this function. So this is really the same as 4 plus 1/4. Replace the x with -4. And for this piece, at this point, you can use your calculator if you want. So this becomes 3. So this is your f of x or your y value. And then you're going to do the same thing with all the other values. So the number in the parentheses is always your x. So I'm going to replace the x with 0. And this is going to give me 4. So there's that value. And then the next one is replace the x with 8. And you can use your calculator again. This is going to give me 6. So that's my table of values. Okay, now when we work with operations of functions, so look at what this is saying. This is saying just find f of x, which is this equation, and add it to g of x. So all we're doing is combining like terms, which we've done before. So remember, we want to start with the highest exponent and work down. So the only thing I see that has x squared is just the x squared. Then we can combine, we're going to add 2x minus 1x leaves me with 1x. And then these are also like terms. -4 plus 5 gives me plus 1. The next one here says you take f of x and you're going to put a -2 in front of it, which means to multiply it. Right? There's no operation in between the 2 and the f of x, so that means to multiply. So this is what's asking to do. So really, we're just going to go ahead and distribute. So I have -4x, and then -2 times -4 gives me a plus 8. The next one says, okay, let's take f of x, and we're going to subtract h of x. I'm sorry, it's h of x minus f of x. So let's rewrite the problem by plugging it in. So remember, we're going to subtract all of this. So remember, when it's a subtraction problem, you want to flip all the signs, everything that comes afterwards. So it becomes a minus 2x, and then it becomes a plus 4. So now it's combined like terms. The only thing with x squared is that one. Combine all your x's. -1 minus 2 is minus 3x, and then 5 plus 4 gives me 9. And the last one here says we're going to take f of x. So let's plug that in. You're going to multiply by 3, and then we're going to add the 6 at the end. So we're going to distribute that 3. So this is 6x minus 12, but then I still have the plus 6. So these are like terms, and we want to combine those together. Okay. And the last one is now we're working off a table and a graph. So the table is f of x, the graph is g of x. So from the table, it wants f of -1. So remember, this number is your x, so we want to find the matching y. So this number is 6, and then f of 3 is the 15. So we're going to do 6 plus 15, which gives me 21. This one, we're going to use the g graph. So this is your x. So you're going to find x on the g graph, but we have to go to the graph, and then we're going to find the matching y coordinate there. So the matching y value is 2, but we have a 3 in front, so we want to multiply by that. So that becomes 6. Next one, we're going to find f of 2, which is 10, and we're going to divide by g of 1, which we just found above, which is 2, and if I divide it, I get 5. And the last one here, we're going to go ahead and find f of 0. So f of 0, the y value is 7, and we're going to multiply with g of 1. g of 1 again, find x equals 1, find your matching y is 2, so this is 14.